Hello everybody, it is bike fit day. I'm going to test my position on the bike and see if everything is still good, and I'm going to get a bike fit for my new bike because I'm planning on buying a new bike, and it's better to get a bike fit before you do that. So I went to 96Cycling in Taichung. The address will be linked down below, and you can see they have a lot of wonderful gear. I got distracted all throughout making this video, but it was wonderful. So I got this bike fit and I really love it. It is very cheap, but it is so comprehensive, and it is the best thing to do if you are planning on buying a new bicycle. If you're planning on getting a new bike fit or getting a new bike, please get in contact with them, as they have wonderful gear too. Like you can see this Garmin over here, which is on my dream list, Chelsea, if you're listening and if you are watching. Let's hear Marco talk.
Are you ready for your bike fit?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
So it starts with a consultation where you describe the type of terrain you ride on, like mountains or flat roads. It also they also ask you how often do you ride, how long do you ride, how many hours do you spend on the bike, what time of the day, all that kind of stuff to get a feel for your position. And then they ask you what bicycle do you have and what bicycle would you like. And then they start with the measurements where they measure your height and then different kinds of measurements, and then you get back on the bike and then they just measure it and make you feel how it feels, and then make some settings to get the perfect position for you. And up next I have a very important message. So for my birthday or 1,000 subscribers, I'm buying these glasses. Whichever happens first, let's hope it's 1,000 subscribers. Come on everybody. Okay, let's start with the measurements. First they check how tall you are, and now I like to lie about my height, but this one speaks the truth. And then they measure your thigh length, your arm length, your forearm length, your lower legs length, and also your feet, how far your arm is from your shoulder extended and also contracted nice and tight, or when you're on the drop bars. And this will all affect your position on the bicycle and how comfortable you are on the bicycle, as you will later hear how he discusses my body type and how it fits into cycling. Then they measure the width of your shoulders and to measure your handlebar width and to make sure that your hands don't get numb. And here they measure your feet to see your feet position in the shoes, and do you have the correct shoes, and which shoes do you need to be a better cyclist. Then they measure your saddle, where you sit on this contraption with little pins on it, and then they place a paper on it, and then you have to sit on it with all your weight and then wiggle around so they can get the perfect placement of your gluteus maximus muscles and also your bottom bones, if you could say it like that, so that they know that you have the correct saddle, that you have the correct saddle length, correct saddle width, so that you don't get any lower back problems or, you know, an aching bottom. Then you get on this contraption or the measuring bike, and this is an easy contraption or a device to help measure and make small adjustments and changes, because if you use your real bicycle, it would be very difficult to move your shifters, move your handlebar, move your saddle, move your crank length, and all those different kinds of things. So this bicycle is the best device to use when going for a bike fit, because you can make those micro changes. And here I'm just getting warmed up. Here I have to lift my arms to see if I am overextending or I'm underextending, to see that I'm in a comfortable position so that my arms don't get tired because I put too much weight on it or I get dead hands. Then you rest and recover, and then they're going to set the cameras up and the nodules on your arms to motion track you. The camera setup time isn't that long at all, so you can get a nice rest after your warm-up. And I can see how horrible I look in this shirt and how horrible I look in tight clothing. So I do apologize for the kids seeing this, and for the people spitting out their drinks right now. I am very sorry about it. But it is a motivation for me to lose weight, although that might not happen because I do love my chocolate. And once the setup is complete, I'm gonna start riding again soon. As you can see, they're just setting up the computer, and then they're gonna stick the nodules on my elbows, shoulders, ankles, knees, and all those different kinds of things that we like to mention in a song. As you can see, Marco just arrived for his bike fit too. His bike fit was right after mine, although the video is in front because his videos were kind of cooler because I could plan more, make shorter videos. Although I didn't get his full process on camera. I'm sorry about that, Marco, but it was a quick introduction into what they are doing. So sticking the nodules is taking quite a bit of time. And before you know it, I'm back on the bicycle riding again, and now the camera is tracking me, so I can clearly see the angular rotation of my legs and how my joints move and how they are affected. I can see the difference between left and right, and how there's an imbalance, how my left leg is a little bit weaker than my right leg, although my left leg is also a little bit smaller than my right leg, because I do favor my right leg because I'm right-handed. So he's just explaining to me how everything seems normal and how I have nothing to worry about my position, and the bike will be a good adjustment for me. So here we're all discussing the length of my stem, although I need a shorter stem because I have a shorter upper body and a longer leg. So if you have a shorter upper body, your handlebar needs to be a little bit closer to you because you don't have that much of a reach as a person with a longer abdomen, and they can reach out longer and get lower. So he adjusted my stem length quite a bit, and I am a 6 centimeter or 60 millimeter stem length, and that has also kind of explained a lot of the problems I've been having with riding bicycle, especially my MTB too. Especially my MTB that is a bit more rough terrain and a larger bicycle because it's a large frame. I get dead hands or pins and needles in my hands because my stem is too long. So with their help, they help me to pick a better stem. And as you can see in the video, I'm getting distracted by the Octo glasses. Thank you, Nick, for your wonderful product. I spoke to him on Facebook a bit about the helmet after the review. You can check the review on my profile. Maybe I'll put a card up. And I love these glasses, and right here you can see me getting into trouble, and I'm back on the bicycle riding again, making the final measurements. Here they're discussing my body type and how I look like a model, and here's where Marco breaks the news to me.
No. You hear that? I'm a model.
Because your leg is very long.
Yeah. But because this part is very short, it's very... I'm a model, Chelsea.
As you can see, most of the time when I sit up straight, I have a short upper body, and that makes everything look wider and bigger because it's all compressed. And I just explained to them, no, I look fat because of my short upper body, not because of the chocolates and the chocolate milk that I drink. And we're in the final steps of my ride, where we're just going through everything. He made me fit the different stem lengths and the different sizes of bicycle too. I am between a medium and a large with my height, so he made me feel both of them. A larger bike will feel more like an SUV, will feel more comfortable. He recommends a medium frame as my core strength is very weak, and a good core strength is very important. Then by that the fit is finished and they pack everything up. Now they give you a comprehensive result with all your measurements and everything you need to know when buying a new bicycle. So buying a new bicycle will be extremely easy, and you can get the right bicycle and spend less money. Thank you for watching my video. There is still the Tour de France experience, the full race coming up soon, as well as an unboxing of a gift that I got from Marco.